part of the pathways for success. Keep in mind the perspective of what we're talking about. First of all, we have a book that actually supports it, except for the book is nothing more than a part of a giant survey of over 500 entrepreneurs of the different things, the 8 different aspects of what makes a great entrepreneur as you go through. So we talk about community. This is part of the actual aspect of being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs generally, if you go back and look on the data for the United States, really small businesses make up over 60% of our nation's gross domestic product as you go through. Community plays a large part of that. And a large part of that is people going to the local store. Instead of going to the giant box store as you go through, a lot of people deliberately patronize somebody else that is much smaller than the box store, somebody local, somebody that's down the street that they know, a human being as you go through. The aspect of community goes even deeper in the aspect of wanting to know the owner as you go through. We once upon a time used to always every Thursday go out to lunch at New York Deli as you go through. And by the time it was done, New York Deli, they had this cornball owner, and he would come out and he would tell the worst jokes possible. His jokes, if you can believe it, are actually worse than mine as you go through. They're nothing but dad jokes, corny, hokey as you go through. And during rush hour, he'd go park himself out among the tables, among the customers and everything else. When he got too busy, he'd go work behind the counter. He went and he sold his business to somebody, an employee there, and she was the baker in the back room who was the one that made the fabulous bread. Well, that said, though, she was still a baker that liked to be in the back room, and the business eventually folded because she didn't come out and visit the people. Everybody likes to see the owner, even if they have bad jokes.